What better way to welcome you guys into my world than a trip that we booked last week to El Salvador? I'm 28, and it took me a really long time to realize that nothing changes if nothing changes. If I keep waiting for the perfect time to do everything in my life, I'm going to be in the same spot I was last year and the year after that. And it really can't happen. It's really not an option. I used to film videos and delete them. I think I have had like an imposter syndrome or just overthinking. Always wondering what somebody was going to think about me or if I was doing something to please them. And I realized something every single time I delete a video or post it or just stop at something I'm really passionate about. I'm pushing myself further and further away from the person and the places that I'm really trying to go and trying to be. As soon as I turned 28, I feel like something in my brain just clicked finally. Time is moving. Whether you're ready or not, it's going to keep going and going and going. And you're going to look up like, damn, 4 years just went by. And you can't keep letting that fear or, like I said, that imposter syndrome keep you holding you back from the things that you want to do. Scrolling for hours, just spending time on energy and stuff that's not gonna put me to where I need to be. I feel like a big part of anything really is just being intentional with your time and spending it in places where it's gonna be valuable to you, and just, I don't know, just showing up as yourself, being organically you. Stop trying to do something that it works for somebody else and you see it working from them, so you try to do it. Just, I don't know, just have your own style and just do your own thing. So this is why I'm putting out this video and videos in the future, because I gotta take that step forward and I have to do it. I mean, at this point it's a non-negotiable. So let's get into it. One thing that has really helped me out in making videos or just taking steps towards the where I want to be is more of like romanticizing the process instead of worrying about the outcome every single time. I used to always wait until I feel ready, and now I just show up and I just do it. I'm a firm believer that the life that you want, it's never built in the big moments, in the big highlights. It's built on those boring Tuesdays, those walks in the park, those little things that people overlook all the time. Another thing is, whenever you guys travel, a little side note, but make sure you guys do the city tours and like the little tours that give you the information about the place, because getting a view from like locals or people that have been there their whole life and learning the history just makes that place or that destination so much better, which we're actually doing right now. We use Viator for a lot of our tours and a lot of our little excursions that we do. So that's on the agenda today. Nice little chill, slow, calm day. I don't drastically feel different. I don't just all of a sudden just feel fearless. I really just want to choose growth over comfort. Even if the growth is small and just steady, I just need to start doing that for myself. If you ever feel stuck at any point, you don't need to change your whole life. I feel like you just need to start showing up for yourself in different ways and ultimately just trusting yourself just a little bit more. Side note, I'm a big nature person, and this view of the Boquerón, the volcano, is top tier. And as much as it looks like I got it all figured out, I don't. If it looks like that at all, I don't know. I'm just choosing really not to just sit on the sidelines in my own life anymore. Like, put me in the game. And to me, that's worth something. Boom. So we made it to our second stop of this trip in Santa Ana, and I gotta show you guys this Airbnb that we're staying at. It was unexpected, but it has 3 beds, 2.5 bathrooms, full kitchen, everything stocked that you need, full laundry room, and it just has a nice aesthetic and a nice vibe to it. So if you guys are in Santa Ana, I highly recommend you guys stay here. I'll put the link either in the description or on the video, probably somewhere on the screen. But I highly recommend this. And one more quick thing before we go out and explore the town of Santa Ana. Always, 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 out of all the countries we've been to, always better to spend more money and stay near what you want to do or near the central area, because eventually, if you don't, you'll just end up spending the same money in transportation back and forth. And it's always worth just getting the location that you want and that you like, and that's close to everything. So let's go. So we just got here and we're about to hike this volcano, and on the way here I was thinking one thing that I think is important for me, or important for anybody that's just starting out vlogging, is really not trying to chase trends and not trying to copy what works for somebody else and seeing what works for them. Like, oh, it'll work for me, it'll work for me. Just have your own vibe and your own little style, and really not forcing your personality. Because I think talking to the camera, for some reason, as soon as it comes out, I'm like, oh, I freeze up a little bit. But as I do it, it's getting more and more comfortable. And it's really one of the hardest things I feel like I had to do, because I watch a lot of YouTube and take a lot of inspiration from Instagram and like other creators. So whenever I start recording, I'm like, oh, I got to do it how they do it. But I'm starting to realize that I just need to be myself and just show up as myself. And I feel like that'll help build that community and ultimately make me feel better about documenting my life in general. And as you can see, there's a volcano right there. And this is the Santa Ana volcano, and in the middle of it is like a sulfur lake. So I'll show you guys that when we get up there. So let's go. We made it to the top of the mountain, or top of the volcano, and that lake back there is a lake, sulfur lake. So yeah, pretty dangerous. If you fall, you're pretty much cooked. So try not to do that. But look at these views. Crazy, just crazy. We have arrived to El Tunco Beach, aka Surf City, El Salvador, and this trip really just feels symbolic in more ways than one, really. I feel like this trip was just me taking a step in the direction that I actually want to go, and the life that I see myself and actually want to create overall. I can like feel myself and see myself just building in real time, one step at a time, one video at a time, and really just showing up for myself, even if it's not perfect. This is really just the beginning of something that's consistent for me. A space to like hold myself accountable a little bit and just share little parts of my life with my community that I build. But what matters most to me, I feel like, is just the fact that I'm starting day by day, putting one foot in front of the other day by day, and just really just participating in my own life. And if you guys are watching this and you guys think about starting a vlog or whatever, just go ahead and do it. I know it's easier said than done, but hey, I'm an example, not a pro or anything, but trying my best. So if you find this video helpful, or if you like this type of vibe or type of style, just go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, whatever. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.